And it looked like the Indiana Fever front office is in serious trouble for revealing some major information. Guys, how come I'm not seeing no scouts, bro? Where the scouting department? Do they even have a scouting department? You mean to tell me, as I look through this thing right here, y'all done made all them, well, y'all done made, hold on, you lied to me.
The Indiana Fever front office is in serious trouble, and the shiny billion-dollar facade built by the Caitlin Clark effect is beginning to crack, revealing a deep and disturbing rot of organizational incompetence at its core. Owner Herb Simon, it seems, believed he could simply draft a generational superstar, make a few flashy, superficial investments, and then sit back and watch the championships roll in. But as the season wears on, the empty promises and questionable roster moves are piling up, exposing a franchise that is fundamentally failing its superstar, its fans, and its golden opportunity. While Caitlin Clark, the undisputed face of the WNBA, is forced to watch from the sidelines, the cracks in the Fever organization are widening into a chasm.
This is the team that has blown double-digit leads all season long. We just lost to the goddamn Washington Mystics. Terrible, man. That is a bad basketball team. They got two young, rising stars. They're rookies. We got dominated by Sonia Citron and Kiki Area-Finn. They was just taking math class and sociology and chemistry 3 months ago. And they came out there and dominated us.
I mean, the bottom line, though, is Caitlin Clark is missing, and that is showing, and I think everybody is missing her, including myself. She has carved out this, like, really big niche in the WNBA. A lot of fans have come to see her, and she, unfortunately, has just been plagued with injury after injury, and the Indiana Fever have had to try to, like, tread water or, like, keep afloat, and fans are trying not to lose hope until and if she returns. Because Caitlin Clark is the reason that a lot of people, myself included, are just so drawn to the WNBA, so drawn to her play style. And I gotta say, I really feel for the rest of the team.
Let's start with the most jaw-dropping and frankly insulting revelation to emerge from this chaotic season. The Indiana Fever, a professional sports franchise that is currently the hottest ticket in the league and is swimming in unprecedented revenue, does not have a dedicated scouting department. Read that again. In the modern era of global basketball, where every serious organization has a team of experts scouring the globe for talent, the Fever are apparently operating with the sophistication of a high school travel team. Their process for finding and evaluating players, as we will see, seems to consist of watching a few YouTube highlights and getting recommendations from their existing players' friends. It is a level of amateurism that would be laughable if it weren't so tragic, given the once-in-a-lifetime talent they have on their roster.
Are in the process of building a $78 million practice facility. The Indiana Fever consistently draw over 16,000 fans to their home games. The Indiana Fever, amongst the top franchises in the league when it comes to merchandise sales. The Indiana Fever, now you know, marketing campaign. Kelly Krauskopf saying she wants to be the Apple of the WNBA. You would think, after all of these accolades, after all of the speculation, after all of the now you know, you'd think that we'd have a scouting department, right?
You lied to me. I think they merchandise sales was up like 300%. Y'all done made all them millions off CC Effect. And y'all ain't hired no damn scouts. Caitlin's in deep trouble. Oh, it's looking real spooky. You mean to tell me y'all done made all the millions, bro? Sold all them damn jerseys, and y'all do not have a scouting department? What the fuck? You mean to tell me? Hold on. Are you serious right now?
This shocking lack of basic infrastructure places an impossible and unfair burden squarely on the shoulders of Caitlin Clark. Fans are paying premium, often record-breaking, prices for tickets. Arenas are selling out in every city she visits. The league's new multi-billion-dollar media deal was predicated on her star power. She is, by every conceivable metric, carrying the financial weight of an entire sport. And in return, the organization that benefits most from her presence has failed to provide her with the most fundamental support system, a competently constructed team. Her recurring injuries this season are not just a string of bad luck. They feel like the inevitable result of a body breaking down under the strain of having to be perfect every night, because the organization around her is so profoundly flawed.
This Lambert chick, man. You're always picking up these randoms, dog. Like they're going to Walmart. Hey, yo, can you play? All right, I got you. Go on a team. Like, come on, man. I'm sick of these players. We're at the point where you just need a body. But I just hope she puts a better performance than Sims did, because Sims was god-awful. Sims looked like she never played basketball before. She was horrible. Somehow we have Turner on the team. I don't get it. But yeah, this new player, I looked her up. Averaged 6.8 in college. Not impressive, man. I think she's just a body.
You want proof of their amateur hour approach to roster building? Look no further than their recent panic signings in the wake of a devastating injury crisis. After losing 2-point guards to season-ending injuries in a single night, the Fever were forced to sign players on 7-day hardship contracts. When head coach Stephanie White was asked about their scouting process for one of these new additions, Kira Lambert, a player with zero prior WNBA experience, she admitted with a straight face that one of their active players, Brianna Turner, had been super helpful in the process because she had contacts overseas who had seen Lambert play. They are using an active player whose sole focus should be on preparing for the next game as their de facto director of international scouting. This isn't just all hands on deck, it's a stunning admission of organizational negligence.
We lost by 1 point to them. The third quarter, they went on a 19-0 run. You hear me? Which put them up by 12. By the fourth quarter, they was up by 12 points. That's ridiculous. And then let me say this. What sense does it make for Stephanie Jigsaw White to take out Lexi and Sophie at the same time? You hear me? At the same time. Her rotations don't make no sense to me. And if it don't make sense to me, that allows me to think otherwise. She is fixing these games. The organization is in on it too as well. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, like I said, they just dragging us along to keep making money. Caitlin Clark, aka my precious CC, she ain't coming back this season.
This whole situation can be summed up with one simple, powerful analogy. The Indiana Fever were gifted a Ferrari engine when they drafted Caitlin Clark, and in their infinite wisdom, they decided to install it in the chassis of a 1992 Ford Escort. Owner Herb Simon was more than happy to write a massive check for a flashy new $78 million practice facility, a tangible press release friendly investment that looks great on a brochure, but he has completely ignored the essential unseen human infrastructure that actually builds championships. You can have the most beautiful gym in the world, but it's utterly useless if you don't have professional scouts to find the right talent to put in it, a deep and experienced coaching staff to develop that talent, and a world-class medical and training team to keep that talent healthy and on the court.
You'd think that we'd have some bodies that sole job, the sole purpose, their sole designation within this franchise is just to sit in a dark room watching hours and hours and hours of film of players overseas. You'd think at least that's what Apple would probably do, right? If Apple was running the Indiana Fever, they'd probably invest in something like that.
Right, it's all the above. It's seeing film, watching clips, talking to contacts and connections. Bree and especially has been super helpful in this. She's got a lot of contacts overseas who have seen Kyra, for example, play a lot overseas. Teammates that she's had that are over there that played with her.
Now, it was at that moment right there, everybody antennas went off. She said Bree Turner actually discovered Kyra Lambert. Hold up, wait up a minute. How the hell do Bree Turner discover a player? She's no scout. She's no recruiter. How the hell? She's supposed to be focusing on the season of bad she's playing. Y'all got Bree Turner scouting players.
These operational failures are painfully visible every time the team plays, particularly in the baffling coaching decisions of Stephanie White. Her in-game rotations have become a constant source of frustration and bewilderment for fans and analysts alike. A proven veteran and clutch performer like Sophie Cunningham, a player who has been in championship environments and knows what it takes to win, will inexplicably be glued to the bench during crucial fourth-quarter stretches. Meanwhile, players the team literally just signed are thrown into high-leverage situations. The team has developed a nasty habit of building double-digit leads, only to watch them completely evaporate in a matter of minutes due to a stunning lack of in-game adjustments from the sideline. After a particularly brutal home loss to the Dallas Wings, a game in which the Fever gave up an incredible 19-0 run, White's entire post-game focus was a theatrical, blame-shifting rant about the referees, a masterclass in deflecting from her own strategic shortcomings.
I think that this Indiana Fever team taking Caitlin Clark serious, taking the window that they have with Caitlin Clark as serious as they possibly can, you'd think that they would invest in some overseas scouting, right? Right. It seems as if the overseas scouting department, some YouTube highlights, some clips, and a couple phone calls with a person on the other end saying, "Trust me, bro, trust me." Hey, is she good? Trust me, bro, trust me, she's good. Oh, that's all I needed to see here. Is she good? Trust me, bro, trust me, she's good.
So, Indiana Fever signs another strawberry shortcake, Lambert. Her name is Kyra Lambert. She had previous experience playing at Greece. Last time she played college was 2001, so she's a little older. Where do we get these randoms from, man? Like, come on. 5'9", strawberry shortcake. So we get another shortcake. Sims and her are about the same height. Dude, they love some shorties, man. Like, we need to get some taller players, man. At least 5'10" and above.
The lack of a proper organizational structure is now having a direct and dangerous impact on the long-term health of their most valuable asset. In her entire high-usage career through high school and college, Caitlin Clark never missed a single game due to injury. She was an iron woman, a model of durability. In less than 2 full WNBA seasons, she has been sidelined by a string of recurring injuries. That is not a coincidence. That is a massive flashing red flag that points to systemic failures in the organization's training methods, their medical protocols, and their player load management. These are the critical behind-the-scenes areas where a serious, well-funded, and professionally run organization makes the difference between a healthy, thriving superstar and a broken-down, injury-plagued asset.
Stephanie White, you are supposed to be a defensive coach. We gave away almost 90 points to a team that is like 11th in the league in scoring. It's only like 13 teams. It ain't even that many teams. And they are at the bottom of the league in offense, and we let them come out there and do whatever they wanted offensively. Sonia Citron dominated our wing players. This is embarrassing. Kelsey Mitchell is not a clutch player. When the game is on the line, bro, she just gagged a wide open layup to cut the lead to 1. When the money is on the line in clutch time, you cannot rely on Kelsey Mitchell. This is embarrassing, man.
What should terrify every single Indiana Fever fan, and indeed every WNBA fan, is that this entire period is supposed to be their golden championship window. Caitlin Clark is on her rookie contract, which, due to the league's CBA, means she is the most underpaid and overperforming asset in the history of professional sports. This is the time when you are supposed to be aggressive. This is when you take advantage of having a certified superstar on a discount rate, and you surround her with the best possible veteran talent to win multiple championships now. Instead, the Indiana Fever are squandering this once-in-a-generation opportunity with their stunning incompetence and their refusal to invest in the basic fundamental building blocks of a professional sports franchise. If you believe the Fever's front office is failing Caitlin Clark, hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Indiana Fever, get it done. The size we've been needing, a 6'7" tower, man. We need it because it's limited. Get her, put her in the center of the paint, man. mentor her, whatever y'all need to do. I don't even know how to say her name, man. No disrespect to you, ma'am, but we need you over here in Indiana, man. We need a 6'7" tower, because there's not a lot of y'all in the league, man. Fever, damn, man. I don't know how we gonna get it done. I don't know, but get it done, Indiana Fever. This is what we need.
The blueprint for how to do this correctly is not some closely guarded secret. It exists for anyone who cares to look. Look at the WNBA's elite franchises, like the New York Liberty and the Las Vegas Aces. They have dedicated, full-time scouting coordinators. They have robust analytics departments. They have a global network of contacts for identifying and evaluating international talent. They invest heavily in their infrastructure because their owners understand that championships are meticulously built, not magically wished into existence with a single high draft pick. The Indiana Fever have all the resources they need to do the same. Herb Simon is a multi-billionaire. The franchise is more profitable and more visible than it has ever been in its history. They are simply choosing not to follow the blueprint, and that is a damning indictment of an ownership group that appears to be more interested in counting the massive profits from the Caitlin Clark effect than in properly reinvesting them to build a sustainable winner.
The Fever should really consider making a trade, and I'm telling you, get rid of Brianna Turner. I don't know why she's on the team for. She's not significant to the team, so it won't hurt team chemistry. And go after Cardoso. Cardoso hates Chicago Sky. You can see it in her face. I'm telling you, you could reunite her without trading Dantes, by the way. Get Cardoso and Dantes on the same team. They got that Brazilian connection. And you can think about that connection with Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston and Camilla were both teammates at South Carolina, that Dawn Staley connection. To me, they actually would play well with each other. Think about it. You got...
In the end, this is a story of a profound and multifaceted betrayal. It is a betrayal of Caitlin Clark, whose generational, league-altering talent is being actively wasted by the very people who are supposed to be its custodians. It is a betrayal of the thousands of fans who are pouring their hearts, their hopes, and their hard-earned money into this team, only to see their investment met with a level of management that would be unacceptable at a local high school, let alone a professional franchise. And ultimately, it is a betrayal of the sport itself, because a golden opportunity to build a true dynasty, one that could elevate the entire WNBA for decades to come, is being fumbled away. The Indiana Fever have the money, they have the superstar, they have the fan support. What they clearly and tragically lack is the vision, the competence, and the will to build a culture of winning from the top down.